थोड़ा सा और
I request all the members to kindly take the vacant seats, please. Good morning to all. I, Ishmeet Kausodi, extend a warm welcome to the 6th National Law Festival, Loi Fiesta 2024, on the theme Social and Welfare Laws, Emerging Challenges and Solutions. Today, we are celebrating and discussing the importance of law in promoting fairness and social good. We are honored to have the esteemed guests who bring wisdom and inspiration to our youth. Now I may request the gathering to kindly stand up in the honor of our national anthem, please.
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे
Thank you, everyone. Please take your seats. Here is a ray of hope and guide us towards the light of success. It's observed to commence any ceremony by invoking the blessing of Lord Almighty. So we would like to start Loi Fiesta 24 with the blessings of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and wisdom. I would request our chief guest and guest of honor with the senior dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony, please.
Wait for Holi.
Thank you to all the senior dignitaries. We are deeply honored to welcome our esteemed guest, Justice Rajesh Tandon, former Judge, Uttarakhand High Court. Everyone, a big round of applause for Sir, please. Sir began his legal career in 1968 and held significant positions under the Constitution of India, including senior advocate in 2000, High Court Judge of Uttarakhand in 2004, and presiding officer and cyber regulation appealing tribunal in Delhi. He authored 4 law books and received the literary awards. Sir, CPJ welcomes you wholeheartedly. Now I request our Director General and Dr. Shanli Tyagi, Principal School of Law, to kindly facilitate our chief guest for today.
Warm welcome to Justice Tandon, please. On behalf of all of you,
hey, bye. Okay, sir.
Kindly accept a small token of gratitude from CPJ College. Everyone, a big round of applause for Justice Tandon. We extend a heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest of honor, Professor Prasannanshu from NLU Delhi. Sir is a distinguished scholar and expertise in law, linguistics, and literature, holding degrees in a prestigious institute worldwide. He has contributed extensive experience and specialization in integration of humanities and legal education. Dr. Prasannanshu, global engagement through talks, lectures, and conferences underscore his status as a leader and facilitate the intellectual exchange. Sir, CPJ welcome you wholeheartedly. Everyone, a big round of applause for Dr. Prasannanshu. Now I request Prasannanshu sir to kindly come forward for the felicitation, sir. Everyone, a big round of applause, please. Thank you so much, sir. Now I welcome Dr. A.P Singh. Sir is a professor at University School of Law and Legal Studies, Ggsipu. Earlier, he has an associate professor at National Law University, Jodhpur. He has done his LLM degree from one of the MDs at B.A.Ll.B, Rajasthan. Sir has an extensive experience and publishes papers in national and international journals. A big round of applause for Dr. A.P Singh, please. Everyone, a big round of applause, please. I request the faculties to kindly take the seats, please. Now I welcome Shri Ankur Panghal. Sir is an officer of Delhi Judicial Services, starting his career at the age of 25 years old. He served as a judge in the Virtual Traffic Court, CPJ Court, and later as a Metropolitan Magistrate in Shabra District, Kattatuma. He has been graduated in PhD Physics from Karodimal and has LLB and LLM from University of Delhi. Sir, we welcome you wholeheartedly. Everyone, a big round of applause for Shri Ankur Panghal.
All of you will be looking yourself in this shoe, judicial services. That's it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, senior dignitaries. On behalf of CPJ College, we would also like to welcome the academicians, research scholars, and the students from various universities pan-India who has joined us for the 6th National Law Festival. Here it is a pride moment to share that the Loi Fiesta 2024 is being participated by around 50 teams, leading law colleges and universities across India. We once again welcome you all wholeheartedly and assure that coming 2 days of this festival will remain memorable for all of you. A big round of applause for all the audience and research scholars from the universities and various institutes of India. Today being the first day of National Law Conference, of National Law Festival, we have lined up with the very exciting events. First is the National Conference Technical Session 1 and 2, followed by the Conference Valedictory, National Debate Competition, and National Moot Court Prelims and Finals. On the day 2, we have National Judgment Writing Competition, National Moot Court Semi-Finals, National Crime Counseling Competition, and followed by the National Moot Court Finals and the Valedictory. We invite everyone to join us in this celebrating the legal excellence and positive experience of the growth and emerging. Chandraprabhu Jain College of Higher Studies and School of Law is a knee of Rishi Aurobindo Educational Society and has been a steadfast in the commitment of prosthetic experience and excellence in nurturing the intellectual growth of its students. Since its inspection from 2007, the college has been becoming the innovation and progress in the legal education with the establishment of School of Law in 2008. The Loi Fiesta National Law Festival has been the integral part of the academic calendar, serving as a platform for the students from across the nation to showcase their legal skills and advocacy skills. We affirm as our commitment to preparing the legal minds of tomorrow to tackle the pressing issues on time. Once again, I extend my warm welcome to everyone and I'm confident that together we can make an addition to the Loi Fiesta and enriching the memorable experience for all of us. A big round of applause for starting off the event, everyone. With a great pleasure and immense pride, I extend my warm welcome to the epitome of CPJ College of Higher Studies and School of Law, our esteemed Director General, Dr. Ggsipu. With his distinguished educational background from Delhi University, including the graduation in economics from Hindu College and post-graduation from the prestigious Delhi School of Economics, Dr. Chaturvedi stands a multi-dimensional decade, and he has been amazed with the wealth of experience transferring and domestic and international landscapes. Dr. Chatterjee has been associated with CPJ for more than 12 years now. Sir, we welcome you for the address of the for the address. Please come.
Thank you, Ms. Ishmeet, and a very good morning to you all. We are still lucky that it's not turned the clock to from 12 onwards, so I can still say a good morning. So good morning, everyone, and we're a little late in starting ourselves, but we'll try picking it up and catching it up for sure. At the very outset, let me absolutely, with all honor, let me thank Justice Rajesh Tandon, Ankur Panghal, Professor Dr. S. Prasannanshu, and Professor Dr. A.P Singh. So it's a very beautiful combination of the people from the judicial side and from the academics teaching law as just the right combination who are here on the dais today. And luminaries in their respective fields. Thanks to you from the side of the management and the college authorities for having taken time out of your extremely busy schedule, and I'm well aware of that. And bless us with your presence in the inaugural ceremony of Loi Fiesta 2024. And I shouldn't be forgetting it that before I say anything, a lot of thanks, tons of thanks to and compliments to students who have visited this college to participate from across India. And believe me, there's so much of a rush for registration that we had to literally close it after an n numbers, because we also had to look at a lot of things like logistics and arrangements and everything. And after it was not possible, so like the moment we reached 40, for example, in moot court competition, we did not allow the 41st team to register them. So this is how things have happened, and my congratulations to all who have been here today and who will be a part of Loi Fiesta for the next 2 days. Just giving you a little background, we started Loi Fiesta, our first festival, National Law Festival was in the year 2016. And every year the Law Festival has been on some of the other theme, as it's been the social and welfare laws challenges this year. But as we had family laws, we had humanitarian and a lot of other things on which we had health laws, etc., on which we had our earlier Loi Fiestas. This is the 6th one. And there was a break in between. What happened? We were having every year, it used to be happening in the month of February, March, every year. And it was in 16, it was in 17, it was in 18, it was in 19. And when it was the 5th one, which was 2020, it was on the 19th and 20th of March 2020. We had prepared with everything, all registrations were already closed. We had the hotel bookings done. Everything was, jet ready to get it started and the inaugurals to be done. When on 13th of March 2020, all the colleges and everything was being closed as a lockdown towards COVID in Delhi. And of course, the colleges were closed on 13th March 2020. And then after that, the colleges reopened it at Delhi after 2 years in nearly last week of February 2022. So in a way, we could not have it in 2020. It was deferred, but the students who had already registered themselves, they were quite pressing on it that why can't we have it online? So we had our 5th one on the same thing, which was the family laws. In 3 stages in online, we had the national conference on the 30th of January 2021. We had the 2 competitions in February 27, 2021, and finally we had the debate and the moot court competition, the 2 days, spread over 2 days on 9th and 10th of April 2021. So this is how we started back with our thing, but that was online. In 2022, we had prepared ourselves for something that happened, could help it, and it wasn't happening. And in 23 again, we had it on 8th and 9th of December, but as so many registrations, they were coming to us students, and they had the exams and all. And looking at all the probabilities which are coming in, we finally are seated together, and this is the 6th National Law Festival of Law at CPJ College, and I'm very sure you're going to be having excellent 2 days of competitions. My one thing to all the participants, with my exposure, my experience of more than 35 years, I would say, I would share one thing. Please take it, all of you, as a competition. It's not a war. And when you take anything as a war, then who's a victor, who's not a victor, gets into your mind in a very big psychological way. I would really respect your thoughts if you take it in a competitive way. Wherein I always believe in any competition, it's not the question who wins, who's the winner, who's the runner. Okay, that's fine. But no two doubts, you participated into it and you went back with an exposure and a learning. That's what is required at this age and stage of yours, my dear students. So please keep it at the back of your mind and remain on with this kind of philosophy itself. But before I wind up, I would definitely love to give my personal gratitude and thanks, on behalf of the college, to all these institutes from Pan India who have been to our college as participants today. You yourself would be quite amazed to see the names from different parts of India who have been coming and who are seated here today. One of yours is there doing the research test. So 40 students are missing here who are doing the researches as of now. The remaining who are very much here, I'll take the names of the colleges and my thanks to all the colleges, please. Yeah, so it is Andaman Law School, Port Blair, Andaman Nicobar Islands. It is Jawaharlal College of Law, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. Then we have Bihar Chanakya National Law University, Patna, National Law University. Then from Haryana we have National Law University, Sonipat, Institute of Law, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, OP Zindal University, Sonipat, GD Goenka University, Gurugram, and Gita Institute of Law, Panipat. From Jammu and Kashmir, we have the Law School, University of Jammu. Then we have MS Ramaiah College of Law, Bengaluru, from Karnataka. Then we have from Madhya Pradesh, SVK Narsi Munji Institute of Management Studies from Indore. ULS Punjab University, Chandigarh. Professional University, Ludhiana. Rajiv Gandhi National Law Institute, University, Patiala. This is from Punjab. Then Iqbal University, Jaipur. MED University, Jaipur. Manipal University, Jaipur. Banaskali Vidyapeeth, Jaipur. Veltech University. And this is from Rajasthan, the ones I just said. From Tamil Nadu, we have Veltech University from Morai. And Savital School of Law from Chennai. Then from Uttar Pradesh, we have Jagan Institute of Management Studies from Noida. Maharishi University of Information Technology, Noida, Greater Noida. Integral University, Lucknow. MED Law School, Noida. Christ University, Ghaziabad. B.A.Ll.B College, Dijon. United University, Prayagraj. Gautam Buddha University, Noida. Uttaranchal University, Dehradun. This is from Uttarakhand, from Uttaranchal University, Dehradun. And University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Dehradun. Then from Delhi, we have Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies from Ggsipu. College affiliated Ggsipu, Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Management Studies, again at Ggsipu College. Law Center, University of Delhi. Trinity Institute of Professional Studies, IQ, affiliated college. Delhi Metropolitan Education, that's again IQ College. USLLS, which is University School of Law and Legal Studies, from Ggsipu itself. Institute of Management Technology and Management Education Research Institute, Janakpuri. So with these numbers of around 40 institutes, and of course some of them have come with two teams, which is one team for one event, the other one for the other event, so they are registered separately. So we have asked around 50 registrations of different teams from 40 institutes when we close the registrations. So thanks to you all, and I'm very it's going to be a happening day for today and tomorrow, that's for sure. Thank you so much, and thanks again to the chief guest and everybody. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing everyone with your words of wisdom. Now I request our chief guest, Justice Rajesh Tandon, sir, to kindly address the gathering with the words of wisdom. Rajesh, sir. Everyone, a big round of applause for sir, please.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, for providing this opportunity to come with all these students. Now, Dr. Prasannanshu, Dr. A.P Singh, Mr. Ankurji, Dr. Yoga Chaturvedi, Director, to whom you have heard such a drastic and such a numerous colleges and all the colleges of this India is being participating in this competition. Dr. Jyosa Sinha, Dr. Shalini Tyagi, Dr. Amit Jain ji, Dr. Neha Mittal, Dr. Sweta Gupta. Now, thankful to all the students who have come from various colleges. Students, you all know that moot court competition which is being organized has been introduced by the Bar Council of India in order to train you for who prefers to go in judiciary, either in corporate sector. For judiciary, I remember 3 years back, I was here to inaugurate your judicial academy, and that was the judicial academy. Since then, it is continuing. I am happy that judicial education in the judiciary itself. Judiciary itself, that is judicial training, is a sort of artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? That you say something or you presume anything. You are presuming that you are an advocate and you are participating in the deliberations of as a litigant, as a lawyer, and the litigant has shown the sympathy on you to litigate his case. Therefore, it is a type of artificial intelligence which you have to prove that you are worthy as an advocate, you are worthy as a judicial officer, and you prove to be a corporate lawyer also. And therefore, the moot court competition, you have to prepare like an advocate, like a brilliant advocate, and like also a senior advocate when he argues the matter, how he presents the case before the court. Long ago, there was a Lord Denning described in his book, that the book is Due Process of Law. For I think it an undeniable position that a competent knowledge of the laws of the society in which we live is the proper accomplishment of every gentleman and a scholar. A scholar means all of you. A scholar, highly useful. 50 years back, this was the ambition. Students must be ready with the new generations of the society, new laws of the society, and new trend of the society that is good for them. Earlier, there was CPC CRPC and Evidence Act. It is still there here also. But those acts are only have become procedural. The new laws, according to Lord Denning, has taken a new shape. That is Information Technology Act, Intellectual Property Rights Act, all these acts have come up, and these laws require a deep study. What is Human Rights Act? Because of the fact that your moot court problem is combined with the problems of Human Rights Act, problems of CRPC, and also of Article 21 of the Constitution of India, as well as Article 22(1), that is arrest of the person. Therefore, I am emphasizing you that these laws have become a prominent nowadays. If you look to the definition of Section 2D, before I come to the moot court problem of yours, Section 2D, that is human rights, means the rights relating to life, liberty, equality and dignity of the individual, guaranteed by the Constitution. That is dignity of yourself, dignity of the individual. This has been borrowed from Article 21 of the Constitution of India. In the preamble of the Constitution, it says dignity of the individual, and that dignity has been followed by Section 2D of the Constitution of India, in which the whole moot court is based today, and then embodied in the international covenants and enforceable by courts in India. What are the international covenants? That are also very important in order to understand your moot court problem. International covenants are international covenants on civil and political rights, and the international covenants on economic and cultural rights adopted by the United Nations Assembly. We observe the 10th of December as a National Human Rights Day because of our covenant provides, international covenant provides, on 10th of December 1948, India was one of the signatories when our Constitution, human rights problems were placed before the Assembly and that were adopted. And since then we observe as 10th of December 1948 as a Human Rights Day. Now the problem of your moot court, subject to what you will argue from one side and another side, that there was a mob in which the rapists were murdered. The police officers have taken the law on his own and they were shot dead, all the persons. Then the question arose, the family of the persons who were shot dead, were very furious and wanted to lodge a complaint under the Human Rights Act that it will violate the dignity of the individual, and the police officers have taken the law in his own hands. Really, it is a problem when the police has to face such criminals, and such criminals are going to fire the police officers. What they will do? Therefore, the institution of yours, by providing you the moot court, has taken a chance to educate you the constitutional provisions of the law, the Human Rights Act, CRPC, as well as the provisions of the National Human Rights Commission. Because National Human Rights Commission has provided some guidelines before you, before the Act itself, that if any such incident happens, what is the duty of the police officer? Now, the guidelines of the National Human Rights Commission that was framed in 1997 provided police station in charge must appropriately register information about the death in an encounter. The word encounter has been used because in your moot court, the problem which has been posed before you is the encounter by the police officers to the criminals, and they were shot dead. Therefore, what will be the position when such incident has occurred? Police station in charge must appropriately register information. Immediate steps should be taken to investigate the facts and circumstances leading to the death of the accused. Since the police themselves are involved in the encounter, which is the direct subject of your report, since the police themselves are involved in the encounter, the cases must be investigated by an independent agency such as the state CID. The investigation should be completed within 4 months, and this guideline also says that issues of granting compensation to the dependents of the deceased. FIR must be registered against those police officers. Magisterial inquiry must be conducted. Therefore, these are the guidelines. And there was a matter in Hyderabad. I hope that you must be having all those decisions before you when you will argue before the moot court. There was a case of Ggsipu where in Hyderabad the police officers taken the law and criminals who have raped a doctor, lady doctor. They have all killed by these police officers. And appointed a commission, and thereafter the commission has reported so many judgments of the Supreme Court where the law provides and the Supreme Court itself has directed in 3 words only. It is not the duty of the police officer to kill the accused merely because he is a dread criminal. Undoubtedly, the police has to arrest the accused and put them for trial. These are the observations of for civil liberties. I hope you all students will be citing this judgment on behalf of the appellant or the respondent, and these are the judgments which also protects the human rights and all that, and therefore independent investigation and all these things are the criteria of the National Human Rights Commission. But apart from that, the police has also to be cautious if by killing those persons, and also that these persons, whether killing can be avoided or not. These are the factors of the human rights. These are Article 21. The dignity of the individual is involved, and for Article 21, everybody, the superior, and everybody has own dignity. Even the criminals are being found guilty, they have to be tried, and if the police has knocked down them, they have to, police authorities have also to suffer for that, and he has to report for that. All these are moot court problems. I hope you will deliberate it and such the judgments of the Supreme Court. Large numbers of the judgments of the Supreme Court are there where the guidelines have been given, and even the Declaration of Human Rights and all that will help you in making your arguments from this side or that side. These are the things. Let's conclude that the job of yours is only to safeguard your litigant, and the litigant is the paramount. He is the bread earner, and therefore make all the arguments before him, and good arguments be advanced by you in the moot court. In the end, I will say two lines of the Gita: मात्र कर्म अपने लिए करना बंधन है, संसार के लिए करना सेवा है, और भगवान के लिए करना पूजा है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your invaluable insight for today's meeting. A big round of applause for once again for the chief guest of the ceremony, Justice Rajesh Tandon. Now I request Shri Ankur Panghal, sir, to kindly come on the stage for the brief orders, please. A big round of applause for sir, please.
A very good afternoon to Honorable Mr. Justice Rajesh Tandon, former Judge, Uttarakhand High Court, Professor Dr. Prasannanshu, Professor Dr. A.P Singh, Dr. Chaturvedi, Director General, Dr. Shalini Tyagi, Principal SOL, all the distinguished faculty members, officials of DLSA, administration of the college, and dear students. Since I have been asked to keep it brief, so it will be brief. And before starting, I would start with a question that it will be an interactive session, so I can see the audience talking to each other. Please focus because it will be a brief interactive session with you all. So can I know that we have students from how many states present in this hall at present? कितनी स्टेट से बच्चे हैं यहाँ पे? And even do we have a cordless mic? आप सभी इसी कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट हैं या अलग अलग जगह से आए? ओके ठीक है, ओके राइट. So what do you mean by social and welfare laws? What are social and welfare laws? Can anyone tell me? Social और welfare laws का क्या मतलब है? Anyone or yeah, madam, please.
Just a second. I'll give you a mic. I'll give it to me.
The laws which had motive to uplift the society.
Okay, that's great. Any examples of such law? जी, जोर से बोलिएगा, आप माइक पास करने में बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा. मनरेगा है, राइट? हाँ जी.
The protect the person who are by these schemes, many schemes, government made many schemes like for his medical, for his insurance, medical insurance and crop insurance and other, providing education, providing nutritional foods.
जी बिल्कुल सही है. तो social and welfare laws are those laws which are made for the benefit of society. There are various kind of laws. Some laws are to basically cure some menace that is being prevalent in society. Some are for the welfare of citizens. So some of the examples are Maternity Benefit Act, Dowry Prohibition Act. So these are all social and welfare laws. तो आज की जो थीम है social and welfare laws, emerging challenges and solutions. तो अभी समझा कि social और welfare law क्या होते हैं, challenges क्या हैं फिर? What are the challenges that arise with respect to such laws? हाँ जी बताइए. Implementation से क्या समझे? राइट, ठीक है.
They are also protesting because the wages which are being provided are not sufficient for their livelihood.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. हाँ जी बताइए.
Sir, government makes law on organized workers. So in this law, government constitute board at central and state level. But and these boards frame the many schemes for the welfare of society. But government did not make mandatory for the boards to make this. So these boards are not framing many schemes for which they are constituted.
Right. तो ऐसे challenges जो आपने बताए बिल्कुल सही बताए.
Sir, this Act of 2008 it did not make the law for the women specific and not distinguish. If एग्जाम्पल मैं थोड़ा बताना चाहूँगा कि अगर कोई महिला कहीं वर्क कर रही है तो उसके लिए कोई स्पेशल प्रोविजन नहीं बना है. इसमें सेम मैन और वुमेन के लिए इक्वल प्रोविजन कर दिए हैं. यहाँ पर थोड़ा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है.
राइट. तो एक एग्जांपल, सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं आपको देना चाहूँगा ताकि जो ये बेसिकली 2 दिन का प्रोग्राम है उसको हम सोशल वेलफेयर क्या है एंड व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस. सो वन चैलेंज इज टू गेट एक्सेस. लॉ तो बना दिए, सोशल एंड वेलफेयर लॉज हैव बीन क्रिएटेड, बट उनको एनफोर्स कैसे करें, उनकी सुविधा कैसे ले पाए. So this is also a big challenge in our country क्योंकि everyone is not placed at the same level. Our country is a diverse country. There are various types of social as well as economical inequalities which are prevalent in our country. So for that, there is an act which is Legal Services Authority Act, which was enacted in 1987. And under that act, various authorities have been created at national level, district level, and even at taluk level in the states. So, what does these authority do? They provide free legal aid to the people so that they can get benefit of these social and welfare laws. So, there is an authority called District Legal Service Authority which provides free legal aid. And there is section 12 under the Legal Services Authority Act which categorizes the people who can avail free legal aid. And I want to tell you that almost 75% of our Indian population is covered under that section. Because all the women and child are entitled to free legal aid. All the persons who are in custody, whether they are in juvenile home, whether they are in prison, they are entitled to free legal aid. All the persons who have annual income of less than 3 lakhs, they are entitled to free legal aid. All the members of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe are entitled to free legal aid. All the persons who are affected by any disaster, such as earthquake, floods, they are entitled to free legal aid. All the industrial workmen, since an example came regarding industry, so all the industrial workmen are entitled to free legal aid. So my purpose to put this factor in front of you all is that we should basically approach these district legal service authorities, since we all are students of law, and we should ensure that all the social and welfare laws are enforced with the help of the free legal aid which is provided by this authority. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, sir. With the esteemed presence of our honorary guest and esteemed senior dignitaries, now I request our chief guest and guest of honor to formally commence the opening of 6th National Law Festival Loi Fiesta 2020. Everyone, a big round of applause. We announce the opening of Loi Fiesta 2020. Thank you, Sunil and the guests.
Your program of national total moot court competition and all that is now open. We are opening the festival, national festival of yours. Let's have a good clapping of your to the CPJ University and especially Director General Dr. Chaturvedi, who has been supporting you all for this national festival. Let the moot court will flourish like anything, just like artificial intelligence. you will be qualified as a good advocate, either from this side or from that side, that is immaterial. But be prepared and search out the cases. Large number of cases you will find where the directions have been given to the Supreme Court and what is the duty of the police officer and what is the guidelines of the National Human Rights Commission. All these things you study this, and after this you devote your evening with this problem, and you will solve yourself the problems, all that human rights problem, constitutional problems and all that, and wish you a good luck and a good training for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. In closing this inaugural session, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Justice Rajesh Tandon and Professor S. Prasannanshu, Dr. A.P Singh, and Shri Ankur Panghal for gracing us with the esteemed presence today. Your presence has added immense value to the event. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a pleasant and enlightening day ahead. We are going to start with National Conference Technical Session 1 and Technical Session 2, and along with the present rounds of National Musical Competition. I request the audience to kindly stay back till our guest proceeds. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
कर दोगे लाइव लाइव जा
नहीं हो गया फिलहाल,
ये तो हो गया ना
ब्रेक हो गया, कट कर दो, एंड ही करना पड़ेगा।
शेयर करनी
Sir. I request Dr. Shweta Gupta Ma'am, Dean School of Law, to kindly come on the stage and share the dais with the sir. Thank you, ma'am. We are honored with the presence of Professor Dr. A.P Singh sir as our session chair for this technical session. Dr. A.P Singh sir is a professor at University School of Law and Legal Studies, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. Earlier, he was an associate professor of law at National Law University, Jodhpur. He has two LLM degrees to his credit. One from MDS University, Ajmer, Rajasthan in Constitutional Law, and the other from European Academy of Legal Theory, Belgium in Legal Theory. He did his PhD from Rajasthan University, Jaipur. Sir is having an academic experience for more than 26 years and has also attended over 60 national and international conferences, having more than 50 research papers published in journals, national and international reviews in India and abroad. Dr. Singh has also visited number of countries in connection with his academic work. So thanks for taking out time for us and being part of this technical session. Now I would like to invite Professor Dr. A.P Singh sir for the opening remarks for this technical session. We welcome you, sir.
Learned participants and delegates of the conference, my learned colleagues who are sitting here. One of the major components of this conference, this Loi Fiesta of Fest and Conference, is the conference, and this conference is on social welfare. This social welfare law is something that is associated with some of the vital aspects of our nation, I would say like that. We understand and appreciate it that the age in which we are living, the kind of a state which we are, supposed to be living in, is not known to be a policy state, who, according to Bentham, simply had 250 years back, he would talk about a state, performing the duties of external defense, internal law and order maintenance, justice dispensation, currency and communication, etc. Today, the state is known to be a welfare state. One of the major, components that we can understand that is associated with our statehood, the Indian statehood, is the directive principles of state policy. So the state really proves its utility only when it performs the duties of providing welfare services to the common man. Now, for the purpose of performing its duties as a welfare state, obviously law is an instrument whereby it shall perform its duties. And for that purpose, we have innumerable of social welfare laws that have been enacted in pre-independence and post-independence phase both. Please understand and appreciate it that fine that we started our journey with the Constitution of India, but we remember Article 372 of the Constitution, that all the laws existing on the date of coming into force of this Constitution will force until altered or modified. This is how Article 372 says, which means that we have inherited a whole system that was existing in 1950, and as part of our legacy, one of the important elements of that legacy was, those important at that point of time, more than 50 labor welfare laws at that point of time, which we had started way back in 1920s itself. Some of the important laws on labor welfare came in 1920s. And then we had started our own journey and have come up with a lot of such laws. What should I say? Food Security Act, and then Manrega, and several other laws that that have made their mark recently on our legal in our legal arena are just some of the laws that we can mention. In fact, one of the very important effort that we have been making is the 150 labor welfare laws now consolidated into 4 major codes. What my understanding is that this conference gives the participants an opportunity to highlight the utility, the limitations, the ways to improve them. These are the areas that they may be concentrating. So, I take this opportunity to congratulate all the participants and wish them best of luck for their best of performance. In fact, there is a bit of confusion because of the things starting late and then organized issues are there. So it was decided I was supposed to stay back until the session is over, and the initial remarks were supposed to be given by Professor Prasannanshu, but he's still engaged somewhere, and therefore I said that let me start this because if it gets late, it will create more confusion. So I just came in and wanted to deliver this few opening remarks about social welfare laws and the conference that has been organized as a major component of this Loi Fiesta, Loi Fest as we call it, which is an important platform for law students, from all over the country to come, participate, demonstrate their abilities, their, their research, and their nuances, their articulations, everything. Because ultimately we will have to prove ourselves in the professional market. That is the point. So, in fact, we are living in the market, not a kind of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam that we keep on talking about it. But ultimately, what all we have been doing is developing a sort of market, and this market everybody will have to compete. So we are, this is one of the arenas where the law students will obviously perform and demonstrate their abilities. I wish all of them best of luck. I hope that their presentations will be very nice and will prove to be helping hands in policy formation process. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your words of wisdom with us. Now let us start with the paper presentation for technical session 1. We would request the presenters to please limit their respective presentations to maximum 5 minutes. All the presenters are requested to kindly take a note of it. Let us invite our first paper presenter, Dr. Aksa Sikandra Fatima, and title of the paper is From Disabled to Differently Abled, Rights and Solution Inclusions.
Respected dignitaries and dear participants, a very good afternoon to all of you. I am Dr. Aksa Sikandra Fatima. Today I am going to speak about the rights of those people who were somewhere neglected, and this topic is quite sensitive. So the time is restricted, so I would like to focus on all those areas which are very important to discuss about. So the hypothesis which I kept in my mind while making this this presentation is that these rights are recognized laterally by our legal system, and if we will provide enabling environment and social inclusion to these people, the people who are disabled, they will do something better in their lives as well. The brief of the topic is that while making this paper, the topic is or the research is completely doctrinal in nature, and it talks about the importance of the social inclusion and enabling environment for the people who are disabled. I also have research about the historical perspective. Historical perspective, that means the struggle in getting these rights. Okay? So the first thing I would like to mention is that our personality, it consists of three parts: the body, soul and spirit. These three parts are there in the personality of each and every individual. When we talk about our body, we all wish to have a perfect body. But unfortunately, it is not easy for everyone to get a very perfect body. Sometimes certain disabilities, sometimes certain deformities are there with the people. And the life of these people is really difficult. Okay? So in order to give some upliftment to these people, certain rights were recognized certain rights were required to be recognized long back, but unfortunately they were not recognized at the time when they were required. These people who live with the disabilities, those who live with the deformities, they have a challenging life, and these challenges create certain hindrances in their day-to-day work. And the worst thing is that they do not, the kind of attitude, the kind of atmosphere they get, the